This here is, well, let's look at that ugly thing first. This here is our new project. Doesn't look all that great from right there. You can take another look at it from another angle too before we look at the plans. But this is a nice little deal that we bought in this neighborhood that, as you look around here, it's changed a lot. We built the house catty corner from it, I think 4 years ago. And when we did that, there was just shit everywhere. I mean, as far as the housing type. It was an up and coming neighborhood. It was a neighborhood where the price points were starting to get pushed up. New construction started to make sense. We were one of the first people or companies that came into this neighborhood and started doing infill new construction. And then a lot of other builders jumped on that bandwagon once they saw the profitability and the supply of old crappy housing that could be torn down. And they just went buck wild and crazy. So if you look down the streets here, all you see is these bigger new houses that have been built, which is good for the neighborhood because it's cleaned it up substantially. But with this house here, we could have gone two directions. One is we could have tore it down and we could have built one of these bigger houses that's somewhere between 2,800 and 3,600 square feet, which for this neighborhood is pretty big because they're only 5,000 square foot lots. But instead of doing that, we didn't want to compete against everything that's already been built that's going to turn over and resell. Plus there's a lot of new construction that's going on right now that's going to kind of hit that 1.3 to 1.4 price point for new construction. So we were lucky with this house, although it looks shabby and shitty. It actually has a good sized footprint. It's got about an 1,800 square foot footprint with a 2-car garage that's attached. The bones are good. And so what we're gonna do with this is kind of create a type of product that doesn't exist in this neighborhood. And that product is a 1-level living type house. It's got vaults, it's turnkey, everything's new, very well designed. And it's kind of that downsizer, later in life chapter house that's very nice, it's very walkable, it's a great part of Lake Oswego. But in this neighborhood, that type of product doesn't exist because a lot of the small houses, they were built in a very cheap fashion, or they were like 900 square foot little salt boxes that were just garbage, right? So that's why they're all getting torn down. These big ones are getting built. This one actually has good bones, and the footprint is about 1,800 square feet. So we can take this, we can reconfigure the janky floor plan, which Dan will show you inside right now because we got everything demoed, and we can turn it into an A+ product. It's a 1-level living that is exactly what that kind of late 60s, early 70s type buyer wants that's got some money to pay for it. So these are our plans. Right here you'll see this is our working set. So we've got our plans in with the city right now. If you look at the house right now, it's pretty drab looking. It doesn't look that impressive. And when you look at the front elevation here, this doesn't pop out at you, but there'll be a lot of design that's done here. We're gonna be doing some white brick here on the front. We're gonna be doing this kind of charcoal black color on the batten board here. A lot of really cool design elements. We're not doing your typical, aluminum cheap garage doors. Those will actually be glass and really stylish garage doors. But you'll see here, the roof line looks very different. When you pan up there right now, it's a very simple roof line. So we're gonna add some gables there and really make it look a lot grander from the curb. And then that will help us, be able to get a higher price point for it at the end of the day. The other thing that we're doing is that as you come inside here, we're completely changing the floor plan of the house. Right now you walk in and you've got like a weird living room here, you've got a weird room here, and you've got a kitchen back here. And so you can see that when Dan takes you on the tour, or you can sort of see it. But what we're gonna do is you walk in, we're gonna create bedroom 1 den here as you walk in, and then as you continue forward, straight ahead is your kitchen. So you walk in, you'll see your kitchen. Off your kitchen is your backyard, so you'll kind of be able to see all the way through the house. Then we'll have this great room here, and we're vaulting this whole thing. So this is all gonna be vaulted, so when you walk in, it'll feel very grand. But we also are conservative, we're keeping 3 bedrooms. So you walk in, you have a bedroom here. We're actually gonna do it as a den bedroom because whoever buys this is probably gonna be 60s, 70s. They're not gonna have 2 kids, right? But they're gonna want an office. So it'll be a 3rd bedroom if somebody comes to visit or they need it, but more than likely it'll be an office. Over here, you've got bedroom 2. You've got a full bath here in the hallway. And then we've got a grand master suite, we'll call it, right? It's gonna be vaulted. It's got a huge walk-in closet. It's got a huge master bath that opens to the back of the house. And then in here, you've got the kitchen with the great room, the fireplace. Your laundry is in the house, which is important to get a higher price point. We've got another half bath over here. So you're looking at 2.5 baths in this 3 bedroom, which is great. And then you got a 2-car garage here, which is very hard to find that's attached to the house in this neighborhood just due to the design restrictions. So this floor plan is exactly what that kind of downsizer late 60s, early 70s buyers wants. Or it's potentially a younger couple that hit it big. Maybe they're part of the Lucky Sperm Club, maybe they're part of the Trustafarian Club, or maybe they just did well in life. and they don't have a big family yet, but they want to buy into this neighborhood at under $1 million. And that's what this product will provide.